I quit. I'm done YouTube. Goodbye. No, oh boy. All right. Yes. Oh, Jesus, Murphy, man, that was a flippin' hot mess. Good Lord.
The whole thing.
You did well. That was impressive. Yeah, I like that.
Did it? Okay, oh, thank you. Okay, so thank you everybody for joining this hot mess of a show so far, and boy, we got a ways to go. Joined by me today again, as always, is Tom and Amy from Tom and Amy's Paranormal Mysteries on YouTube, and the master of the macabre, storyteller himself, Nick Mulay. Setting you guys up again. How is everybody doing moving forward? Because we've gotten further than we did in the last discussion.
Yeah, we're good, man. We're all good. Hi guys, everyone in the chat. We're all good.
What is up, everybody? You got T-Bone, we got Tui. Eddie's might be in there somewhere. Yep, Eddie's in there. All right. So, yes, joining us today is everybody here, as you see, and we are going to be talking more about differences between the United States and England. More specifically, Amy and Tom, you guys are coming over this way, like we had stated, I know, in a couple of different shows, both on your guys' channel and on my channel, in August.
Yes.
And you guys are coming to...
In 8 weeks.
We're going to Orlando, Florida for
Orlando, Florida in August.
Yeah.
And how do you feel about the heat?
I'm not bothered. It's that's going to be
Hang on a minute, right?
You don't like the sun.
Hang on a minute. Don't just put me on blast.
You don't like the sun. It's sunny.
Ooh, this is going to be a good show.
Oh, sorry, I'm like a vampire and don't like the sun.
It hurts her eyes, apparently. There's a picture. I need to find the picture and I'll put it on our show. When we were on holiday in Corfu, and she sat by the pool, like, with a towel over her head and, like, all over her whole body, just her face sticking out like that.
She was, like, sunburned around the towel.
No, I don't actually get sunburned, to be honest. I do go brown, but...
You just don't like the sun, do you?
I just, yeah.
So you don't burn, but you actually tan.
Yeah.
Oh, that's impressive. I burn. I mean, Nick, I don't know about you, buddy, but I'm a pretty pasty-skinned Irish dude, and I burn. I burn under the heat lamps at McDonald's when I'm reaching for a burger.
For me, it's kind of weird because I always put sunscreen on a lot, and they always describe me like I'm ghostly white. I'm just so pale for some reason. Like you need to get a tan, damn it.
There's plenty of mooses you can buy now, like in boots and stuff.
You can self-tan it, and then you look orange like a Oompa Loompa.
It's unnatural. And the funniest thing is, so I work next door to a tanning salon, okay? Yeah. And the funniest thing is there's this, like, nice grassy hill 100 feet across the parking lot from the tanning salon. And you could actually just sunbathe there on a blanket. But you see these females going into the tanning salon during the summer. And I'm like, you could save money and just do it right there. But what do I know?
No, it's like I don't get that it's blazing sunshine and you're paying to go into a tanning salon.
And I'm going to put you on blast now because you used to go into the tanning salons, actually. Did you not?
Briefly.
Okay.
Briefly.
That should be a video, like Tom and Nick visit a tanning salon.
Yeah.
I would pay for that one. Hello, Tuna. What is going on, Tuna? Don't know if you saw it. Missed you on Friday on Neil's channel, but that's okay, buddy. Good to see you anyhow. So Tom went to tanning salons. We're learning all sorts of fun stuff already. I don't know how to work StreamYard.
Orange Tom.
Yeah, orange Tom. Tom's going to be orange, and Nick is going to visit a tanning salon, I guess. and Nick, you are without your ice cubes today.
Unfortunately, I hope they bring more out. They got other types of ice cubes, but these ones that I've been having, these aren't like, I mean, they're good, but the ones I've been eating, I just can't bring myself to swallow these ones. So that's why
you're like a sugar snob now.
What's that?
You're like a snob now to those. It's like they got you.
Oh no, I feel bad. I don't have them.
That's okay.
The ones that I like, that is.
I'm surprised they haven't sponsored you yet. Yeah. Again, I really think they should. Yeah, give this man stuff. Send this man stuff.
I'm sure they'll be back, hopefully.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, cancer coffins. That's right. Yeah, I mean, everything gives you cancer these days, but those are.
That is not the reason why you stopped.
No, I didn't. My dad got skin cancer.
Well,
Anyway.
that went really
Wow.
That
We're
went
5.5 minutes and we've already just man, we're good.
No, yeah, I did it.
No.
Yeah, I was just a kid. I used to go gym and then go tanning and.
Dude, I used to bleach when I had hair.
Oh,
If you can imagine a hefty with hair, which I did have, I used to bleach it with like they had this stuff called Sun In, and it was basically like I think like hydrogen peroxide. This is like early '90s, and what you would do is you would spray it in your hair. And when you were out in the sun, the sunlight would like activate it, and it would like. But basically, instead of like bleaching it like you would think, since I have like very dark hair, it just ended up making it look orange. But I was in like 7th or 8th grade. It was the first thing crazy I'd ever done with my hair, and I was like, I'm awesome. And then looking back, I'm like, oh, I was a fool. I was a damn fool.
We've all been kids.
There is something you can do. When my mum was little, her mum used to put lemon juice in her hair and then get it out in the sun, and it bleached your hair naturally.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
I've never even heard of that.
When I go
Neither
sticky.
have I.
definitely does work.
Oh, Tuna. We can call him Tuna Matt. Like Tuna Mac. Only his name is Matt, so we can call him Tuna Matt. So we can give him a tuna identity instead of third brother Tuna. Like, we bust the guy's balls all the time, but Jesus, Murphy. Yeah, so let's see. What else have we got going? Oh, so we were talking about you guys coming over now. Is there anything in particular that because Amy, you've been over this way before, correct?
Yeah.
And Tom,
went 3 weeks.
and you have as well, yeah, Tom?
No, the closest I've been was Dominican Republic.
Okay. So, Amy, you kind of know what you're in for. Nick and I have the pleasure of living here, so we know what you guys are in for. And I've been to Florida in the summer, so I really know what you're looking forward to. What is one Tuna's getting me now. There's the greatest honors of names. Well, if Tuna says so, that's the emperor. What are some really fun things, Amy, that you did the first time that you're looking forward to either repeating or turning Tom onto this time?
Cracker Barrels, Po' Boys.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
It's a good one. What else do I like? I even like your Popeyes as well with your biscuits.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, man. Marty's going to be mad he missed that one. Marty, wherever he is, if he's watching, she's like, oh, come on.
Food. I'm just going for food.
Me too. We got good food over here.
Yeah, we do.
But I love the Universal Studios Harry Potter.
Oh, that's
of
awesome.
course. You have
Yeah.
to love that.
And I'm actually going to see if I can get a wand as well. You know, when you wait in the queue and then you have to, and you go in
the
and
wands, yeah.
yeah, I'm going to do
But
that.
doesn't the wand pick you, though? You don't pick the wand?
Supposedly.
I would love to see that. Yeah, I know. Mine would be a toilet plunger. And I'd be like, yeah, that's accurate. That's awesome. And I might add also, that is going to be, again, just a very warm time of year and very humid. There is air conditioning everywhere. But, as far as going outside, Ed used. So my toilet plunger would be used if that was my wand. And then Rob enjoyed this. Hold on, man. We got all sorts of stuff. Did she say po' boys? Hell yeah.
I don't like alligator. I've had alligator in the UK and it's disgusting.
Okay. They haven't had the right alligator.
Well, the one I had was
when you
very
get it here,
mushy.
that's not alligator.
It's mushy meat.
That's
though.
horse.
Okay, it is kind of a little mushy. I'll give you that, but I think it's great. Got to get some Southern barbecue. That's and it's all food. I'm telling you, when you get down south, food is really where it's at.
I like chili as well.
You like chili?
Not chili, just the actual place chilies.
Oh, Chili's. Oh, okay.
So from South America, then.
So, yeah.
No, Chili's, the restaurant. Yeah.
I see. I thought you were talking about Chili South America.
No, it's okay. No.
Every chili there.
Actually, I ate at a lot of those restaurants. We have a Cracker Barrel real close to us. We have a Popeyes not too far from us. And Chili's, I don't think there's one near us. But you guys probably have one near you, yeah, Nick? I mean, you got all this stuff around you, huh?
Yeah, we got most of the stuff over here. Although I'll be honest, though, I haven't really gone to, like, for example, Popeyes for a couple of years. I mean, I know they have some good stuff there, but there's one thing I don't like, and that's their. I mean, normally I'm a huge French fry guy, but the fries are just so damn greasy. Like, I just don't ever approach the fries. I'll have something else, but not those.
Okay.
Even Matt, like, Chili's isn't chili. just like me.
And there is a Chili's by us, Heft. Okay, Tuna, I get it. I'm sorry, man. I didn't hear about that. I'm sorry about it, buddy. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that.
You guys have got a lot out there. You got Olive Garden. You got
Olive Garden's awesome. I love that place.
Never been to Olive Garden, so I'd like to experience that.
Once you go, you're gonna want to come back. I know it's a little bit expensive and somewhat, but the food there is fantastic.
Where are we talking about? Chick-fil-A?
No, Olive Garden.
Oh, Olive Garden. Yeah. They're all right, I guess.
Crab House as well. Crab House is good.
So that's so a lot of food. Are there any, like, besides the Harry Potter and Universal Studios, because that's obviously wicked awesome? What other, like, are there any places you're looking forward to go? Are you guys going on any, like, tours or any, like, traditional touristy type things?
No, I mean, last time when I went to Miami and saw where the rich people live on the island.
That sucks. It's like, hey, good for you.
You're on the poor boat.
And then went on is it the Everglades?
Yeah, the Everglades.
Yeah, and then saw some mini alligators.
Okay, so you did see some alligators and stuff. There you go. All right. Yeah, there's a lot and Florida has a lot of really cool things to do. They're a neat kind of mix between the South and the North. It's a really weird state. Like, you have a lot of people that move down there from up north just because they get old and then they just go down.
Yeah.
Yep. I even had a family member of mine. Oh, I mean, sadly, he's passed away. I mean, he was in his 90s, but prior to, this was a number of years ago, but prior to his death, he moved down to Florida. I don't remember which part, but he was one of those people.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go on.
No, you.
There is one tradition that we are going to be doing again. Last time, me and my dad got up at 3:00 in the morning to go to the mall before it opens to wait in the queue to go into the Apple shop so he could get an iPad when it first come out. So apparently we're doing it again.
That's what your dad's doing. I won't be.
Well, he's actually said because now you're family, it's now your turn. So
no, Tom, you better do it, man.
He's getting
I'll get up early.
I'll tell you, if you don't do it, you're going to offend Amy's dad, and you're royally going to fucking piss Amy off.
This
I'll
is
tell you,
thing.
look at her. She's going to kill you, bro.
This is one thing about the holiday that I'm like, don't want to do. Like, I don't travel like a million miles to go fripping shopping.
Well, how long is the trip anyway? How long is the flight?
10 hours.
Yeah, it's
about 10 hours.
It's shy of 10 hours, yeah.
Do you guys have layovers or anything, or is it a
straight through?
Straight through. From Manchester to Orlando. Straight through.
Man.
10-hour flight.
Well, we were with the flights before. We were going to go through Frankfurt.
In Germany.
Wait 3 hours and then go from there.
Which was cheaper to go further.
Yeah.
Huh.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it doesn't, but that sounds accurate.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But yeah.
You got to do it, yeah? So you're going to wait in the queue?
I'm not. I when you guys go shopping,
it's an honor.
I'll be in the pool.
Well, first of all, Amy, if you're coming over here, you're not going to be waiting in a queue. You're going to be waiting in line.
Yeah.
now I think I'm going to be fired off the show next. It's going to be Marty. So, well, that's a really cool tradition. I mean, you guys have done it like once before?
Only once.
Okay, I'm like, this is a thing where it's like every time we go, it's like we got to go stand in line, go buy something early in the morning.
Yeah, Dad with like Apple stuff and saving money,
Yeah.
he will just travel there just to save 10 quid on an
It's more
iPad.
than that. He's saving 300 quid.
Yeah, but how much did it cost him to get there?
Well,
The flight's about $4,000.
That's not the point. That's not the point. Or is it? I don't know.
Products.
Yeah.
Next up, Tom and Amy's divorce
Yeah.
on Hetty's channel. You saw your first and last, folks.
And there's another thing I don't want to go to is the fish restaurants, isn't it?
Crab House. I can't wait.
I don't like fish.
I know you don't. Well, maybe they'll probably have something else for you there.
I would have
I'll eat
suggested
prawns.
Outback Steakhouse, but that's got seafood there too.
Yeah,
Another
I can't
awesome
wait
place.
for steakhouse.
I'm so ready.
That's one thing I'm looking forward to is a steakhouse. Like I want to go to a real posh steakhouse.
The Bloomin' Onion.
And I
That's
don't
your,
care how
that's your
much it
joint, isn't it, Amy? Amy loves that bloomin' onion.
With
That's a very popular thing. A lot of people love the bloomin' onion.
costs. Yeah.
just so greasy
yeah.
and fatty and
They make actually, Olive Garden. Outback
Oh.
makes a good quesadilla too.
it does actually, yeah.
Now I'm
I'm
hungry.
I'm just looking forward to getting away. I'm not bothered what we do. I'm just looking forward to getting away, seeing America, and driving in America as well. I want to drive there.
Uh-oh. You don't like tuna?
I
Tuna
like
seafood.
tuna.
Okay.
I don't like eating tuna.
I eat tuna noodles.
Amy eats tuna, so
Yeah, tuna and I eat tuna and super noodles a lot.
yeah,
That is really good. And T-Bone actually brings up a good point. I've been reading a lot of this in the news, is that everybody is fighting either on planes or at the Miami airport, like in Florida specifically. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've read no less, and in the past like 2 or 3 weeks, probably like half a dozen to a dozen stories about it. It's ridiculous. Yeah, on the plane, they had to arrest some person. There's like a few people actually, I don't know. It's ridiculous.
That's pretty crazy.
Complimentary handguns.
It's just,
No, that's
it's joking.
yeah.
I'm all for
I'm not
that.
doing
That's
drive.
it. Could you imagine that?
Me with a gun.
But
Woo!
I think it'd be interesting to obviously to see a Walmart where you're selling guns.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
you should go right in, man. Especially in
I can't wait
Florida,
to
man. That should
No,
be like
they
right as
have
you
them.
walk in the guns.
Yeah, they're like everywhere in the
Yeah.
Walmart to Florida.
That's the question. You have gun stores where you have the range in that in the store. Could I go there and test a gun without a license?
No,
Yeah.
not at Walmart. I mean,
Not
you
at
could,
Walmart.
but you go to jail. You absolutely could, but you go to jail.
Although
License.
it would definitely probably be the only practice of your life if you did it at a Walmart.
Yeah.
But can I go to a proper gun shop and do that?
You'd have to go to a gun range. You would have to own a gun or just go to a place that has the guns. And there's a dude, I did it in South Carolina when Tui and I went to go visit Tuna Matt down in South Carolina, and our father and our stepmom, and we shot several guns. I shot a 50 caliber fucking machine gun. It was amazing. I never shot a gun in my life before. And I shot that and some other stuff. But they supply the guns and the place, and you pay and you go there and shoot guns.
Oh yeah.
That's it. So if you're feeling froggy, man, look into that, because I'm sure there's plenty of shooting ranges in
I'd like to, because I haven't.
Florida. And you were in the Army, Tom. I think you had everybody.
Yeah, I mean,
Would like to-
I shot a lot in the army, so that's why I kind of miss it. I kind of miss shooting. I did enjoy that.
Yeah, I mean,
We're not going to
it's
shoot.
interesting. I went to my first shooting range about 4 years ago, and of course, again, it's like I've never used a gun before, but that was the first time I ever used it. But this wasn't like a legitimate, and when I mean legitimate, gun range.
It was like some back alley that some dude was like, "Hey, you want to shoot a gun?" It was like,
Out the back, out
No,
the boot.
exactly.
It was actually up in northern Wisconsin, and because this was before when we cut off contact with my dad's side of my family. I mean, of the family, but we used to go up to their cabin, and there was this field that was in kind of the center of like the woods almost, and they basically have turned it into their own shooting range. I mean, and there's like bullets everywhere. I mean, they just like leave them without cleaning. I mean, there was not one time I walked through that area without like kicking a
Tripping
used
over
bullet.
casings and stuff like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
they were
everywhere.
everywhere.
Yeah.
I think I might actually have a video of me trying out guns. So when you watch it, though,
Oh,
it's like-
actually, I do too on my channel. I forgot about that. You have to fish to get through it, but it's like a 2-hour video. But
I'm actually looking to see right now if I can find it. It's quite interesting of how I used it. Oh, wait, I think I might have found it.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
But not for. No, we don't.
Well, yeah, we do. We do have shooting range.
So we can do.
You can shoot birds.
The general public can only do. You can do clay pigeon shooting.
Isn't that like English slang for a woman, a bird?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can shoot women at your shooting ranges?
No.
I am so confused. What is going on right
You might get a smack from a woman.
So
now? That I'm used to. That I'm used to.
What do we have? Clay pigeon shooting. Do you have that there?
Yeah, clay pigeons. Sure,
Yeah,
sure, sure.
so we can do
We
that.
actually do shoot birds as well.
And Nick, you said
If you have to own
Yeah, I
a
just
shotgun.
found it. Yeah,
that's
here
the
it is.
video.
Yeah, I got it. This is it. I do apologize. The quality is not the best, but I'm just only showing a sample of it anyway. So, give me 1 second here.
Let's see if Hefty can figure out how to do this.
at one point in the comments, you'll see that someone said, "Whoops, wrong page." Someone said, "Walking Dead target practice."
Yeah,
Yeah, I kind of was practicing.
that is a less than reputable range. That is some dude's backyard. The fucking
Yeah, that's my dad right there.
okay.
Oh.
Oh my god, he shot the camera.
I was going to say, did you shoot the cameraman?
And I'm also wearing. I know that you can't see the picture quite well. I actually am wearing a Walking Dead shirt.
Oh, I see that. Yeah, that is awesome.
So I'm gonna. My dad just cocking it up one more time, and I'll start firing one more time. So we kept doing it 3 times in a row.
Okay. That's Papa Muley?
That's my dad. Yeah.
Oh, right on. Shout out to Papa Muley.
You can't shoot guns out there.
No, I'm saying like let them just. I'll say in a minute.
Thank you.
See, like that over here when I did like shooting in the army, like that, especially like you know what you do there, like when you turn around,
Thank you.
you will get destroyed for doing that. Like
Really?
you turn around with a weapon, oh my god, your life's over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much is.
You have to clear the weapon yourself and show them it's clear before you can hand the weapon over.
We're like hot on like
We're like
health and
strict.
safety.
Oh, that's crazy.
Um,
We're just like, yeah, did you get rid of it? All right, cool. No, I trust you.
it's mad.
How many beers have you had? 18? Yeah, I believe you.
This is crazy, isn't it? It's like on the range as well. Like when we finish on the range, we would have to clear every single case off that range, every single one. Like you'd walk the range, making sure that it's all gone. So there's
Sure.
nothing left.
Hi, Kerry.
Hey,
Hi,
Kerry.
Carrie.
Hey, Kerry.
We've got air rifles.
Yeah, we have air rifles, which the general public can have, but you can't just buy a weapon.
No, you can't. No.
It's only really for like farmers and stuff. They can buy shotguns. You can't buy handguns or
Like you, like Jeff.
yeah, range etiquette. Yeah. He knows exactly what I'm on about. Like you don't turn around like that. Yeah. You guys are relaxed though about that kind of thing, isn't it? Like it's just like
I reckon.
I'll be alright.
Wait, what does he say? Flogging? Oh, flagging.
Flagging.
Flagging someone.
Yous are quite relaxed in terms of like even the rides and that the Disney and Universal Studios. Our ride systems are like proper, like health and safety.
Even like we shut the rides when the sun starts going down.
Really?
Yeah.
That's when it gets good.
Exactly.
Where else are you supposed to make out with your girlfriend when it's dark, except at the top, hello?
Well, then you're not disappointed
Yeah,
because
like-
you can't see her.
We have a place called Alton Towers.
Well, that's in some cases that could be for the best, Amy. Okay. Ah.
We close the rides if there's like a little bit of spot of rain
It's rain.
or.
We just close them whenever.
Yeah.
Even now, we have to wear masks on the ride, and you have to sit separately from people.
That's I don't know how that is over
Yeah, I
here.
was gonna say, like,
I'm pretty sure that you
Yeah,
still have to
got
wear
it.
masks like in Disney World and
Yeah.
everything. You still have to like abide by
Yeah.
Sure, that's
CDC
dangerous, though,
guidelines or
like wearing a
some
mask
shit.
for a ride. Your mask comes off and gets stuck in the wheel or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, how do you keep
Well-
it on if you're going at speeds of like 50, 60, 70 miles an hour? Like, how do you keep it on?
Yeah. And have you seen Final Destination?
Yep, I've seen
You know what you use, Nick? Gorilla Glue. That's
Glue it to your face.
just fucking just glom it on there. You're like,
Yep, I mean, yep, that's just what I'm saying. Just put some Gorilla Glue
It's
on the
Gorilla
on
Glue.
the face. Just then you're good to go.
yeah, kids, do this at home. Tell them Hef TV sent you. That's crazy. Yeah, but I think that there are a lot of similarities, and I think that when you come over, I think you're going to find that. Oh, maybe I'm very interested. Squid Glue. I'm very interested to see, and I really hope that you guys post something.
Yes. Yeah.
Post something while you guys are there.
It'll probably be on our Instagram, but I'll do like filming and pictures and stuff of things, and
I'll film him crying.
Yes, please. That should be the first video. It's like, here's Tom being a bitch. And you just he's like
no, we will do.
Crying when he's in the trap house because he can't get no meat. He can only get.
I'll go to before I go to the crab house and pick up.
Or you know what you do, dude? Go to Taco Bell, slap a couple of freaking tacos in your pocket, walk in with them, and just be like, nom nom. Don't put tacos in your pocket. Tuna, no problem.
About Taco Bell because it's like.
I love Taco Bell. People here, it's a very divisive situation. So
Mhm.
people either love Taco Bell or they hate Taco Bell. There's nobody that's like, Taco Bell's okay.
Yeah.
I
think that's the same here though with like McDonald's and stuff like people.
I can take
McDonald's is terrible. McDonald's is like, if you want to hate yourself, eat McDonald's.
You got a
They
good
got
menu, apparently.
good stuff,
Well,
though.
you guys have the better menu, so I would go to your guys'. Taco Bell is great. Everybody loves some
Oh,
Taco Bell.
Masks on, no yelling.
Like yellow
Is that what it is? Is that really what it is, Tuna?
It's the same going in as it does coming out.
You're not allowed to yell.
I totally agree. Yeah.
Give me golden arches.
You're not allowed to yell on the roller coaster.
No,
Yeah, well, that's why I was asking Tuna if that is indeed.
I think they were saying about that something that you can't.
You can't stop someone from doing that, though, Tom.
If someone's
Ooh.
shitting their pants, they're gonna scream.
I would do more than scream. I'd be like, I'm wearing this now because I was in the seat below you.
You're wearing Taco Bell.
Yeah, sure. I thought we were talking about poop. I'm so confused.
At least
Yeah, mask on. I don't know.
That's a good idea, though, because if you need a puke, you can, like, hold it in.
Or just swallow it again.
Have you seen that though? Like
That's gross.
like when someone on a roller coaster, when there's a video of someone being sick at the front and it goes behind them.
Oh, forget it. Yeah, that'd be my luck. I'd be the guy behind, being like, awesome. Why did I swallow that? Oh my god! I skipped lunch.
Pity.
You come to work next day and like, I'm not feeling so good. Like, oh well, what did you eat? Like, what did you do the night before? Like,
Someone has to
I had a lot of Taco Bell. I went on this ride and
This is a clean exit.
Yeah, that's true. Oh my god!
Unless you go on a loop the loop bit and you're sick and then you come around and you got
Yeah, and you come in, it hits you again. Yeah, you're just like. "Ah." Well, I hope you guys have a great time doing whatever you guys do when you come over here. And like I said, I can't wait to see what you guys end up doing.
Yeah, we could do a special show when we come back, maybe on like our trip, and we'll put it out there for you guys to see.
I'll have my wand.
I want to see the one.
Yeah.
They take your picture on
Six
ride,
Flags.
and if you're shown to be yelling, then
oh, Six Flags, yeah,
Tuna thinks
that's
it
another awesome place.
That's stupid.
I think they even tried doing that here. I'm sure they
That's
did.
stupid.
Well-
When you stop someone from
Well,
yelling-
I'll say this. I mean, with Tuna talking about Six Flags, well, here's the thing. I mean, I actually live not too far from the Six Flags. I mean, we don't have that. We only have a few of them here throughout the United States, and we're fortunate we live near one of them. That's the Six Flags Great America, which is out in Gurnee, Illinois. It's about almost an hour outside of Chicago, and
Anywhere near Muncie?
not that I could think of.
I don't know. That's the only place besides Illinois I know. And Chicago.
Yeah, it's in the town of Gurnee. I mean, it literally is only like Gurnee. Obviously, that's much northern Illinois. That's probably only about 20 20 minutes from the Illinois-Wisconsin border. So it draws people from Illinois, Wisconsin, Michigan, Indiana sometimes. So it's kind of like almost like the halfway point, if you will.
Paranormal tunas.
Where are the paranormal tunas going? Paranormal tunas are going to Orlando, Florida in August.
Yeah, 3 weeks.
So you're not allowed to scream. You're allowed to cry? Because what if you need to scream because you're scared?
Ask my dates.
They're kids. Like, what? How do you tell your kids not to scream?
You know what I mean? Just
Duct tape.
scream inside.
Duct tape. Gorilla glue. See, the answer was there all along.
Just make sure not to cover their noses up with that.
Yeah, from a quick console search says there's a rolling call. There's no screaming on rides. That's absolutely.
stupid.
Why would you? Why even then? It's like, although I can see like some boring Brits being like, "Oh, this is noise, isn't it?"
No,
And they're just like, "Meow." Yeah, it's like,
oh, bloody hell.
oh, blood.
You just took the piss out of us. That's their job.
I'm not bothered.
That's not how it works.
I'm not bothered.
Whose side are you on?
Well played, Amy. Well played. Bloody hell.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. So my brother's coming into town and just having discussions. That's awesome. Tuna hopes you guys have a good time, as we all do. Again, I kind of wish you guys were headed a little more north.
Yeah.
Maybe sometime down the road so we can all get together at Marty's house and really fuck his shit up.
We will make it happen one day. We will make it happen.
First day he's dealing with all the kids. Now he's going to deal with people like us when it's over at his house.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
We won't
yeah.
even tell him. We'll just knock on his door.
Yeah. Bloody hell, Tuna like that. Tuna, I'm going to extend the invite. I know that you don't really do stuff like this, but if you're interested, I will give you the link, and you are more than welcome to pop up and join the discussion.
Oh, we get to meet tonight.
No. I know that's going to be a hard pass, but I would be remiss if I didn't at least offer it.
You got a black
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah, you could just do the audio, but then again, you'd have to hear the voice, so I don't know. I'm going to leave it up to Tuna. Tuna, no offenses either way, buddy. Just would love to talk to you.
Tuna
Oh,
Joyce.
good.
Always got a question mark face.
I mean, nobody watches my channel, Tuna. It wouldn't be like you'd be spoiling anything. Well, just keep it in mind, Tuna. You are always welcome. There's an open invite to any show that I have going on, and you are always welcome and love seeing you in the chat regardless, but there is always the open invite to come on. Okay, moving on to what I think okay, we'll go with one day. All right, I can do it. And you guys see it here. There. It's on the internet.
It's in writing.
You got to fin shake it.
You got to fin shake it? Yeah, because you know how Tuna doesn't have hands. He has fins. You can't we'll fin shake on it. There. I don't have my opposable thumb. We'll fin shake on it. Or I don't know. So now I think we're going to get on to Amy's favorite part that I think she's going to like. Ready for this, Nick? What are some preconceived notions that y'all have about us Americans?
Oh.
Y'all live in a castle?
I'm going to let Amy do this
Really?
on her own
Really?
because they're pretty she never wants to have a serious.
You got to let me know, Tuna, whenever that happens.
Definitely.
Because as far as I know, Dustin is the only one that's met you.
Why are you facing me?
Because you're about to hang yourself.
Oh, thanks.
No. Now, first, all right, let me preface this with this. This is all in fun. If anybody can't take a joke or take some ribbing or ball busting, now is the time to go, oh my God, hold on. Now is the time to leave, but maybe the Tuna reveal will happen on the Hefty show.
Oh,
That would I'll tell you right now, Tuna, that would be probably the most watched video on my channel.
Yeah.
If everybody that knows you found out that you were going to be doing the reveal on I mean, I am honored. I am honored. But so anyway, we'll get back to that. Tuna, you can hit me up whenever you want. I'll give you my email address again, and everybody else, because I don't care. Nobody emails me. But okay, so again, if you can't take ball busting, if you can't take some good old fashioned rimming, and just it's all in fun, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
We're all friends here. So at that, Amy, let him have it.
Yeah, I was like the camera, like everything on me.
Yeah.
Well, Tom. All right, we'll start with Tom. Tom, what's something you think
yeah.
about us Americans that
wanna go for one that I was
that you're not sure about, but you think that we may or may not do?
One thing I know you do, and I think is really like a good one, is
Wait,
how
I thought we were doing cons first.
we're doing cons first, are we?
Oh, we're doing cons. Oh, okay. Oh boy.
Okay, do cons first.
Let's just get them out of the way, and then we can. It's like a shit sandwich.
Shit sandwich.
So are we on
Oh,
about, like,
shit
your,
sandwich.
are we on about like your culture or something, or
Anything. Culture, anything like, the stupid that we do, or, think we do, or something that a way of life, some custom that we have that you think we do.
Oh, that there's either like in your like that's one. So like you're either really sporty or really not. There's no like in between. Like you're like
Nick, how do you feel about that? Well, hold on. Let's see from all the Americans first. So, okay, this is going to be fun. Okay, so everybody from America, who is everybody except Tom and Amy, we will just listen to what they say and then tell us if you think put it in the comments, or anybody that's on the show, tell us if you think they're correct or if they're far off from it. So number one is we either love sports or we hate sports, and there's no middle ground.
Like your family's like massive into, I don't know, like Marty's family's massive into baseball and
Be honest. Oh, you don't want me to be honest?
Careful what you wish for, T. Don't get my shit.
Adam, I just wanted to point out, you said all of us Americans except Tom and Amy. Wait, you forgot Carrie, because she's been watching a few times.
Wait, is she still there? Is Carrie still there? She hasn't piped in. Hold on. Oh, man.
I haven't seen her comment, but that doesn't mean she's still watching.
Middle ground sports.
Oh, you're middle.
She says he's middle ground for sports.
Okay. Like baseball, just the Red Sox.
Nick is so sad. Carrie, if you're still there, I apologize.
I go for the the White Sox. So, but I'm more of a Cubs fan, to be honest, when it comes to baseball. Of course, I also sometimes watch some hockey because we got the Chicago. But yep, she's still here.
Oh, she and Mike Ricksecker now hate me. I have two mortal enemies now.
I do watch some hockey, like the Chicago Blackhawks. So I kind of watch a few, and of course I watch the Super Bowl. So I kind of have a share in sports.
Okay. Working but
here. Oh, thank God. Maybe she didn't hear the other part. Tuna, no worries. We love you, Tuna. There is no worries at all. So T-Bone is in the middle. Nick, you're in the middle too, it sounds like?
Somewhat, but again, I have my own share. Of course, I won't figure out one of their teams. Chicago Bears, football. So, I watch some sports. The main point is I don't watch as much TV as I used to because I'm always involved with such stuff like this in my projects. So I try to watch when I can, in other words.
Sports guys, I used to play them when I was younger, but I don't watch or follow anymore.
Same.
Oh, okay.
Although I did.
I did. See, I was like preconception, like when you was in like college, you're a cheerleader. You did sports, or you was a cheerleader, or whatever. Like, that's
no, there's a whole there's a whole
because whenever you
range in between there,
see, like films or like American Pie and stuff, like all they do is like sports when they get to college. Like you do sports, like, but obviously that's not the case.
It's like your life source.
A lot
of people do that, but not all of you.
Yeah, I'm not a sports guy. Again, it was one of those deals where I used to play a lot when I was a kid, but just it was never my thing, dude. Like cars and stuff never interested me. I was like video games and horror movies and shit like that. And I was like, that's what I want. What I'm interested in. And it was never sports. And I had friends that played sports, in school. And I know a lot. Sorry?
No, it's a tuna. It says Chicago Squid Sox. No, it's Chicago White Sox.
All I do is drink, smoke weed, and play guitar at college.
That's true. But you know what? They both graduated with double majors. Him and Matt. And Matt actually graduated, I think, magna cum laude, or I think it was magna cum laude, which is a very
high.
awesome thing. And video games, obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah. So there are. What's that?
While we're on that one, a preconception is that you guys just go to university just to do a piss up, just party.
That's true.
There are a lot that do. There are ones that do it, as far as I think, that can afford it and that can't afford it. And there's probably an equal amount of people that do a little bit on either side of that economical thing. Paranormal tools are the best. There. Oh, you gotta have to explain that.
Oh, sorry.
Basically, fuck around tea and just like they go to college and just party.
For sex.
Get drunk. Yeah.
Drunk.
So when we say get pissed, we mean get drunk.
Yeah, get pissed up.
It's piss up. It's an
English term.
for getting drunk. Yeah. I can't really explain it any other way.
No, it's good. What about you, Nick? Is he farting? No. Is he totally just he was like
squeezing one out?
Yeah, I was like, ooh, don't hurt yourself, buddy.
Oh, I got a message. I had to read very quickly. I got a message from one of the pun people out some message, but I'll check into it later. But it was nothing important. But oh man, when it comes to something like this,
rage constantly when Yankees didn't win. In a lot of partying.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, now I'm reading the comments.
UK. So Kerry agreed. Like it's the same in the UK. You get some that just go and just flunk it and party, and then there's some that do go there and do well.
I don't know why, because then you just put yourself in debt.
But
I think that's why Tui was right on with that. It's tricky. You got to balance the party with the schoolwork.
Like
See, I went to
university.
college. Sorry, go ahead, Amy. Go ahead, Amy.
No, I was just going to say, for me, I went to university, but I didn't stay in the dorms. I stayed at home,
which helps.
So I didn't really get that party life side of things.
When you move to a different city and go to the uni there,
and then you're like in the dorms.
It's just you're surrounded by people that want to party, so it's very hard to then say,
into it.
"No, I'm not going to party. I'm going to sit in my room and study."
Right. Yeah. For me, I mean, I went to college myself too during my late teens, early 20s. Except the college that I went to, I actually went to two, but they were both community colleges. So they were not like universities. You could not stay over there. So it was obvious, and of course, I was still in driving distance of my house. So I was, and it's funny. The two colleges I went to Harvard Community College, and that was actually one of the few colleges that had, and I could have came at a better timing. They actually were having paranormal classes. Get
out of here.
Yeah, they had paranormal. I think they're still doing them now. And that's where I also learned. So sometimes when people ask, where I certainly learned on some of this, these certain topics of the subject, I always sometimes say I trained at the Paranormal Academy. It kind of was. But when it comes to real schoolwork, I mean, unfortunately, I never truly graduated from college, but I did take a history class, Western Civilization to 1650 at Oakton Community College. But again, I just couldn't keep up with the work. But regardless, I still went to college. So
that's awesome. Yeah, that's impressive. It was like I was telling Tom and Amy in the green room. I was like, I'm a high school dropout. I dropped out my senior year. I ended up getting my GED, and kind of.
Nick went to Hogwarts.
And there's just, I mean, the story is ultimately too long to tell. But lived life and now work. So, and it's funny. And again, it's kind of like I say, I had this one buddy who I used to work with, real good dude. And he spent like $74,000 on culinary school. Right. And like all the bells and whistles and shit. And we ended up at the same job. And I'm just like, it's funny, right? You know what I mean? I know a lot of people whose first jobs out of college were not great jobs. I mean,
it's very hard.
Yeah, advanced schooling is squid shit. And,
Yeah.
While it is, I'm going to agree to a certain point. I think that these days, more so than back in the day, it is squid shit.
Yeah.
It's just, you end up. I mean, what does it really give you? And again, I never went, so maybe there are.
That's the difference. That's the difference between you guys and here in the UK, because obviously you guys, you get yourselves into debt, but we get ourselves into debt, yet we still have only 30 years to pay it off.
Yeah, and we don't pay it all back. We only pay a small percentage.
Anything. Our credit score's not affected.
Yeah, it doesn't affect anything.
So,
But I was like, with that as well, I do agree that I think at uni it's very difficult to do a degree or get that in whatever and then get a job in that subject, because
there's probably a lot of people vying for that.
Yeah,
I was lucky.
And they want experience. When every time they say, what experience have you got? Nothing. I've spent 4 years of college. Well, they don't want that. They want someone with experience.
I didn't, like I said,
You got to start at the bottom 99% of the time.
I did my degree, and then in order to be a teacher, then had to do something further from the degree.
Oh, sure, yeah. Yours was more involved because of the profession you were going into.
That job straight away. I was first off, I started as a TA in a school, and then I worked my way up into a teacher, even though at the time I was a qualified teacher. So it's hard these days to get into the job that you plan on being in.
I can imagine. We're boring Tom. Tom, I'm sorry. You okay, buddy?
No, sorry.
I don't care. I'm only busting your balls, buddy.
It was a late night last night.
No, I know it was, buddy. I appreciate everybody doing the show today.
I want to ask, where's Marty today this time?
Marty basically had a lot of stuff he had to do that came up at the last minute, and was very distraught. Well, again, not distraught, but was super bummed that he had to miss it. Because this is kind of like his one thing that he enjoys doing. I'll explain it to you on Apollo.
Yeah.
It's nothing insane, no drama or anything like that. Marty was fired.
I was just about to say,
oh, Jesus.
Just be honest with me, Marty was just simply fired.
No, Marty, I was like Marty.
You're fired.
You're fired.
We're never going to let that go now.
No,
got that forever.
No, he's always welcome. Tuna, I'm with you 100%. This is what I did. And I know I put this up before, but yeah, I always had a pretty good personality, and I had to kind of like I can talk to people. So when I started working like retail, and that was kind of like I was always working with the public. I've always been working with the public. I've never had a job where I'm not working with the public. Donald Trump is going to sue me. He has his own problems. I'm not worried about him. I'm not worried about him.
Yeah, dude. He's the least of our concerns.
But yeah, so that's pretty much what I did. I just kind of was like I used what I could do, and then just.
But there's nothing wrong with being like dropping out on that, because like some of the most intelligent people in the world were dropouts.
Yeah, Bill Gates.
Oh yeah,
Einstein. Like a lot of these people, they were told at school, you're never going to be anything. You're an idiot. And
to
drop out. Like
honestly, that was kind of like with even myself growing up. There were people practically who kind of felt the same way for me. Like especially at a time, and I know I've talked about it before, especially at a time when, like as you can kind of say, our view of autism was a lot more different compared to what it is now.
Yeah,
a lot less inclusive and educated, and it was just bad.
It really
Carrie dropped out too. Okay.
She's got her own.
I mean, I'll be honest. I actually almost dropped out of high school too. I mean, especially near the end of my high school years, I thought things were starting to get a lot worse. Fortunately for me, things did get better, but had all this other positive stuff that never had it not come by, I would have dropped out as well. Instead, I ended up taking not 4 but 7 years of. I actually ended up doing 7 years of high school compared to the average student.
Mm-hmm.
I had a professor tell me that his job was to give us deadlines. Anything he was teaching in the class, we could learn ourselves, but how many of us would without deadlines? That's fair. And yeah, so these are two people that went to college. So it's high degrees don't mean as much these days as they used to.
Depends on the degree, but yeah, I'd agree with that.
And Amy, you had similar problems with Nick. Or as Nick, not with Nick. Sorry, that means
Wait, what?
sorry.
Yeah, I was when I was young, because I've got a disorder, pragmatic semantic disorder, and I was told by my speech language therapist that I wouldn't amount to anything. I'd never be a teacher. And
Just
it
makes
was
you different.
what?
Doesn't it? Just makes you different. That's all.
Yeah, it gives me my
Makes you
quirks
unique.
at the end of the day.
Yeah,
But
it makes you
As
unique.
Nick scratches his back with a back scratcher, which I'm super jealous of, but I'm just sitting like, that's my boy.
If you watch the other show, Petri Dish, me and Jeremy, we do that a lot. We have back scratchers. So that's kind of become like a trademark for our show.
No, I used to.
gonna have to
Amy, I'm
watch
I'm
the-
sorry to have interrupted.
I'm
I
sorry.
apologize about that.
No, it makes you unique. Then but you,
Yeah.
like you say, you're a teacher now.
I had a lot of
They said you
support.
never
I
would.
had supportive parents, and I was very much like my dad, a go-getter, and proved them wrong. So
But I do think also like for me, I never went to, I never did higher education. I just did school, and then I bounced around a few jobs, and then obviously joined the army. And I do think the military can give anybody that the basics of everything in life. So I think Jeff will agree with me. Like it can give you that discipline, the structure, the routine. It can teach you about everything you need to know to get you anywhere in life. I think
Thanks,
the
Rob.
military. Who's that? Yes.
thanks, Tuna.
I think it just depends, and it doesn't really matter where you come from. It's who you are.
No, and I agree, and that's the bottom of it all. I mean, if you look at all of us, we all come from different walks of life, different fucking countries, man. You know, different upbringings, different everything, but we all.
I just want to
Mash.
say, Jeff, he's asking, is that a telescopic back scratcher? Next level shit right there. I don't know if it is. I mean, this back scratcher, I don't know if you guys can
Yeah,
see
it telescopes out, like it comes out. It's not one
Oh,
solid piece.
yeah,
You
it
just
is.
compress
Okay,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I will say this. I don't know if you can see this is actually a skeleton hand.
I
got
saw
this
that.
from,
That's awesome.
yeah, it's from Spirit Halloween. I got it from, and yeah, it does. It is telescopic.
You bastard! I want one.
Go to Spirit Halloween when they open them up. They'll be
They
open in
will.
another month
Give
or
it a
so.
few months. Yeah, a few months.
Late
Yeah,
July,
definitely was the
early
best
August.
choice.
Yeah,
Was a
definitely.
listing.
Same here. Like it did change me. I changed
It
completely.
changed you for the better, made you more confident in yourself.
Yeah, I'm more confident now.
But it's better now that you are out.
Like day one, I think Jeff would agree. Like day one, when you're like, oh shit.
What have you
But then
decided?
by the end of it, you're doing shit you've never would have thought. Like I was leading with the. It sounds silly, but like when you go out and do practice war games, I was leading attacks and stuff with like 20 other people, and it's practicing for a real life scenario. I mean, I would never thought I could do that.
Yeah.
But you do.
And he,
And
and he
it's-
used to call me and he used to go, I need to come home, I can't do it no more. And he used to say to him, stop being a little freaking baby shit and just get on with it.
Ah, damn.
Everybody.
And Tui, no, I didn't miss it. I had it on screen actually for a minute. The hype comment.
But everyone has. I don't know what about you, Jeff. Just quickly before we move on, like
Mhm.
the halfway point, you go home for like a long weekend.
You don't want to go back.
Nobody wants to go back. Nobody like it's alien to
I
you
was
to
like,
go
see
back
ya.
and be away from people. But
Well, it's funny when T-Bone was in the army, when he would come home on visits, he had a camcorder and he would film shit in like the barracks and just like what he would do on his time off. And it was, for somebody who has like zero discipline in his life, and like I wouldn't be able to join up.
That's it. Yeah, long weekend. Yeah,
That's what you mean, Jeff.
yeah. The halfway point, your long weekend. You get. I think you go home on the Friday and you have to be back on barracks in the Monday.
Well, he was far away, so he was down in, Georgia,
Wow. Yeah.
I believe, and we live in New York. So that's not like the hey, I'm gonna just
Yeah.
come home for the weekend kind of deal.
But yeah, it's great anyway. You did
I
change my life.
think you struggled a little bit. But for me, like I say, being an army brat,
You're used to it.
I was used to people
Yeah,
being in and out of my life anyway. So I was
army
like,
between. Yeah, that'll be one to do.
That's a good one. Okay, that is a good one.
Definitely, we've got to do that.
And I know Tui and T-Bone will be on. They will be on future shows. They've already both expressed interest. They will be guests.
We'll save that for that one. Yeah, we'll definitely do that.
yeah.
Um,
The end.
But yeah, it's crazy. Like the educational system in this country is something. I mean, I know a lot of really, really smart people that didn't go to school. I know a lot of really, really smart people that did go to school, and I think it's like you said. It doesn't matter what kind of education you have; it's who you are. And some people are just born with that. Words are hard.
Yeah, that's when I look back. Like I said about my own history growing up, it was all. The best way I could describe, what not all of them, but some of the teachers and aides that I had to deal with, it was almost like they were preventing me from trying to become that very well educated, because even though I was already at a young age, like let's say 7, 8, 9 years old or something, I was already this little boy who seemed to know too much already. And it's like,
yeah, you're like an encyclopedia.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, and of course, obviously, this was still at a time before. We used Wikipedia and all these other websites to gain our knowledge.
Nicopedia. Oh shit, Nicopedia. Boom, there we go.
You're right. You're gonna have to trademark. Copyright that. No one else.
Get on it. No one else. That's Nicopedia.
But the other thing too about the education, I still remember this 10 years, because now it's been almost 10 years since this occurred. Even though I ended up staying a few extra more years in high school, when I originally graduated in 2011, when the school year began, after summer was over, I was supposed to be going to this program that was called the Transition Program. Now, I haven't said this before, right? Have I told you guys this before? Okay,
no.
I've told a few other groups.
Although, actually, hang tight. Wait, so I don't want to miss anything. Hang 1 second.
What's he doing?
Where are you going?
Where is he going?
What's he doing?
Oh god.
Oh god.
What's he got?
Oh, sorry. I forgot to grab my pen at the beginning.
We were getting a bit worried there. What he was about to pick up.
Oh no! So what
like,
the hell did you think it was going to be? Don't answer that. All right.
So I was supposed to go to this. So what transition is, and this is how I was originally told before I just discovered it was completely different. I was told that there were going to be, other kids like they're out me, who have similar disabilities. And this was kind of like a program to help you try to, get a job, your first, maybe not exactly a full-time job, but at least help you get to your first part-time job. Now, I've already worked previously. I've been working since I was 16 years old. In fact, when I was still in high school, I had a job in the school. So I was practically kind of going to work and school at the same time.
That sucks.
Well, actually, it was fun. It was a fun job. I only had to work an hour, so I was working for my favorite music teacher. So that was when it was fun. But so this is what I was told this transition program was, and I was Wikipedia.
I think he's a bit behind, isn't he?
Yeah, Tuna rewatched a couple parts. Tuna's a little bit behind. It's okay. That's why we love Tuna.
So that's how I was told, and they even told me that when I was going to be going to this program, they even offered a free cab ride. So yes, this was also before Uber and Lyft. So I get there, excited to see who I was going to meet, and when I got there, it was completely different. Like, these were people who had much more severe disabilities. I mean, it was just, and honestly, before I went, I was. Honestly, because I didn't have a job or was going to school at that point anymore, I kind of went into it. It didn't take very long for me to kind of freak out due to the severe isolation I was going through, because either my friends were in college, they were either working, or I still had a lot of friends of mine who were still in high school, so they were back in school. So I couldn't text or contact anyone. So I thought this would be a change of, to fix that up. Honestly, the best way I could describe it is that if being completely alone and isolated was bad, transition, I think, was definitely the bottom of the birdcage. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. Everybody in transition was there, was nothing like me, and it's obvious they were there because either they too were looking for jobs, but I think they also were sent there because they weren't willing to find any, do any work of trying to find a job, which probably told me that while they were at home, they had done something probably just hideous almost. I mean, it was like being in an insane asylum, let's put it that way. I mean, for example, there was this one weird emaciated guy. He just came up and just started talking to me almost like, and there was even a few times he came up to me and he had food in his mouth. I mean, he was just giving me this childish behavior almost. I mean, I couldn't get away or get rid of this guy. I mean, every time I turned around, there he was sitting or standing in the corner. He had these big bug eyes. He looked semi-spider, was constantly staring at me. There was another guy who was like calling all these, female staff members like they were his girlfriends. I mean, yes, with all due respect, I knew the guy. Yeah, I mean, with all due respect, I knew the guy.
I do that. What's wrong with that?
Well, you're in a school program. That's different.
What? Women are things. No, I'm only kidding. Only kidding. Holy mackerel. Woo, that's the one. That's the one. Woo.
Hey, what's the point I'm
Good
getting
night,
to?
everybody.
Read a little bit on that one.
But it was like I said, I knew the guy.
That's a hot take.
I knew the guy had some kind of disability, with all due respect, but still, it's like the guy was totally out of his mind. So what?
No, Tom. I think you're right. Amy's gonna kill Tom or me.
I just got lost. FTV about to be canceled.
Yeah, about to be canceled. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I always knew I'd do myself in.
Yeah, I mean, bottom line was that the teaching they had for me, I mean, it was just not right at all. I mean, they also taught you how to behave like a kid almost. Like they were, whenever I said like a word like damn it or something like that, I was like, no, you don't say that. You say darn it. At this point, I was 18, 19.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're a grown-ass man at that point. Well, you're 18 at least, yeah.
Yeah, they were teaching me like I was a toddler almost. So it's like, it really was maddening. Yeah. Everywhere around you was just like insanity.
How they
I got out of there fast.
Yeah, but the thing is that what you've got to remember, though, Thomas, obviously I work with special needs. You have to treat them.
Yes, but Nick's clearly not that bad.
Yeah, I know that. But age appropriate wise, you have to be age appropriate, and you have to.
But to individual, don't treat everybody the same.
No, I get that as well. Obviously, you need to have a good program.
Yeah, that's.
I think also, Amy, with your with your background, and your experience with the negative sides of having a disability, kind of almost makes you like one of the better candidates, because and you have that empathetic, and you know what I mean? It's like, and you understand how they feel. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So rather than somebody who has lived like, has just skated by and is just going into the position with like, oh, hey, it's a job. These are these troubled kids and da-da-da, and just kind of looking at it almost on like a superficial level, you understand on a more emotional and so
there is teachers out there that don't have that kind of understanding.
I can imagine. And just hearing you and Nick, I remember the first time when you guys were telling Nick, I think you had told another story. It was a different story. It was in a green room after on Tom and Amy's channel. And you told a story, Amy, and I was like in tears by the end of it, because I felt so bad for you guys. I couldn't believe like how horrible people had been.
I suppose when you don't,
made me a stronger person though.
Well, that's the whole thing, is like you never, and this is going to sound terrible, but you never would have guessed. I never would have known. You never would have guessed.
It's taken a lot. It's taken many years for me to actually recognize it in myself and know when my disorder's coming out and rectifying it. But living with it and being okay with it and not being ashamed of it. And I think sometimes people.
Same thing for me. I mean, it really wasn't until about a few years ago I kind of really looked into it. And it's still amazing. However, I know I still haven't done anything about it, but I'm still amazed that I was able to also not only try to, really kind of get people to understand this really hit me hard, but I also was able to find the person responsible for that. So I'm still trying to.
Oh yeah, weren't you like going to text them or something like that? Or
I'm still working on it. I've already told my parents about this. And I said, my mom basically said she wants to see it first. I mean, I understand why, but I'm going to say, well, what you're going to see though, it's not a positive message at all. It's going to be pretty nasty. So,
well, they were pretty nasty to you. So it's like, and again, if you're thinking about it, this far in life, man, that affected you in an instrumental stage.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I let it go. Sometimes you have to let it go and you have to just move on.
Well,
Man,
that's
you are amazing. You guys are
That's
amazing
why-
people.
Well, that's why when I finally found out when I finally found her, I think that's probably the only way I'm going to truly let it go. Because, and at one point, I didn't tell you guys this before, I was actually, it's hard to believe this, I was actually supposed to go to that school about 2 years ago. Not for a reunion or anything like that, but because, unfortunately, I had I don't know if I ever told you guys this before. Unfortunately, I had a elementary, middle school, and partially high school friend of mine who passed away 2 years ago. She had leukemia, and she was only 26 years old, so she was really hard on us.
I'm sorry, that sucks.
Yeah, but she ended up, although she was a student at the same school, and obviously she didn't go through the same thing I went through. She ended up becoming a teacher at that school for about maybe a year, 2 years before she passed away. Although I think by the time she passed away, I think she was no longer working there. But I was planning on going to that school to just kind of talk to some of the now modern day staff members to see what she was like. And at first I was very reluctant. It's like I didn't want to go back to that school. I mean, even after all these years, I was still kind of afraid of it because after what I went through. So, but I just wanted to get it over with. Unfortunately, that never happened because then not long, of course, the COVID pandemic started. But I already made a promise to myself. I do happen to be going over. It's going to be such a very strange feeling. To me, it's going to be a very intimidating place. It's kind of weird where you go to a place that's a modern day school. You got kids walking through that school. They're chatting with their friends, hanging out, laughing. To them, it's fun. But for me, it's completely different. So I guess what I'm simply trying to say is if I ever visit there, this is truly the last time I'm ever going to that school. I mean, it's like, for me, I need to put not only that situation, but all the other situations I have with that school to rest.
It's closure.
Yeah.
I get it.
I had my day with one of my teachers. So I'd managed to get into university, even though she'd given me a bad grade, knowing full well that I needed to have so much of a grade to actually get into the university. Didn't obviously put the university off. And she had a favourite pupil that was in the same class as me in art. And she gave her like an A star and gave me like a C. And I went back to that school to go and pick up something. And she actually asked me, she goes, how's my favourite pupil getting on? And I said, she's left. She quit. And then
Wow.
Wow.
And I said, and I that year managed to get myself a first in my first year. And I thought, good on me, because that's how she treated me at the end of the day, thinking that I wasn't going to do anything very well in my degree.
And fuck them all, because they were wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
So, okay, yeah, Stu is right. That's the quite a turn. So before we end this, you guys got anything more offensive that you want to say about Americans that you think?
Just go for your quick ones that you use.
Yeah, so come on, spit it out, Amy. Let's see.
You're very loud.
Yes.
Yeah, we definitely are.
We're loud.
You eat too much food.
That's also true.
But you didn't put it like that.
I'm not going to say it how I said it.
No. She's right. So you're 2 for 2. We drink way too much.
Go on, Tom.
Didn't you?
No,
she did.
what?
Before the show, she was like, they're too
You're
loud.
putting me on blast.
They're all fat.
You're going to be sleeping in the shed tonight.
You're sleeping in a shed. Oh, fuck, man. It was at that moment he realized he fucked up.
I'll sleep with a dog.
So we are loud. We do overindulge on everything.
But it's good. I think.
No,
The main thing
Yeah, see,
about-
look, even Tui. It's like, no offense. Taking all correct so far.
No, I do. Like, despite all these stereotypes and stuff that people have, I do think like America is so good because
I can keep going. You've got big egos.
no, being
Some of us do. I do. Yeah, I do. And it's not even warranted with me. I'm like, but
no, you're more relaxed. You enjoy yourselves. Yeah,
The biggest.
it's good. Like, don't change anything
No,
like
definitely
that.
not. It makes you who you are at the end of the day.
British people took their own freaking arse.
That's the problem, yeah. But the biggest pro I had for yous was that you have a lot of pride, especially about your country.
Yeah, and you're forced.
yeah,
You're
some
forced.
of us.
Like over here, like we said
I
before,
think more than us, if I'm honest.
Probably.
we hate our own country, and our own country hates our forces. Like
That was one of the things, and we're gonna touch on that in the other show, Tom, because I think we are gonna have to do that one with you and T-Bone.
definitely, mate. Yeah,
The
definitely.
differences between
The forces. Yeah, we'll go into that.
the
Yeah,
forces.
Fancy humans.
Yeah, no, Tuna's right.
So true. Which,
Nick, is there
that's
anything
why-
that they didn't mention that
That's
we
why I'm
do?
trying to get back to doing exercising.
Why do you all have big cars? Like,
We are compensating for micro penises. Next question.
fair enough.
There we go.
Fair enough.
Solve that one.
FS all Americans.
What else?
Yeah, overall, I mean, America's such a great country that, and I think it can be so much better than if you just stop all the
I can keep going.
infighting shit.
All right, we'll get a couple more out of Amy real quick. I love that Tom is like damage control. I love you guys. Yeah, so like,
Yin and yang.
it's so funny. You got the person saying it, and then you got the spin doctor. It's like, well, here's what they mean.
Yeah.
And
Go on then.
all right, we'll give you two more, Amy. Make them good.
Your house like fashion is completely outdated.
I'll give you that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn. All right. Next.
He's got it.
Cutting low now.
I don't know. No,
I
I'm
don't think
not.
there's much more you could really say.
Yeah, I know. She's like, what can I say that won't
And
absolutely?
you have silly terms for food.
Yeah, we kind of do.
Yeah, that goes both ways.
Yeah.
Spotted dick. Give me a break. Why don't you just call it like fucking wiener bread or something like that? And just get it over with.
Oh, we've got spotted dick, so
That's
Would you like some vagina cake? Aw. Like what? That's not a thing. Although I did have this girlfriend. You know what? That's another time.
Anyway,
So anyway, I think we've just about offended enough people for today.
Yep. End the show.
I want to thank everybody for being a part of the show. If you guys are not familiar with their channel and this gentleman's channel, I will go back and I will include all their information in the link down below. Go subscribe to their channels. They do amazing work. They're my favorite people in the world. I absolutely love you guys. Thank you guys for doing the show very much.
no worries, we're family dudes, so that's what we do.
Absolutely. And Marty is not here, so we're gonna have to keep that going. Super shout out and love to everybody in the oh look I gotta get it out to Carrie.
I'm a batter of the mouth. I do apologise.
No, it's great. It's great. And that's why I like doing this. That's why I think we're going to have to do this more often and just more on the organic, like Tui was saying. But I love you guys very much. Thank you guys for being a part of my life. And Nick, thank you for introducing me to everybody. And
Of course.
I love those 4 in the morning polos, baby. Keep sending them.
Yeah.
I was
Love it, thanks.
That
It was my time. You're an hour ahead of us.
Yeah, baby.
But they're behind us. Anyway, guys, again, love to everybody in the comments. Carrie Starseed Stevie, go check her out. She's an amazing individual, one of the most talented medium I know.
Yeah.
Everybody, Tuna, T-Bone, Eddie, everybody that's been in the chat, I appreciate you guys. And of course, guys, more importantly, go out there and do good things because nobody else is going to. If everybody did one good thing for somebody else each day, this world would probably still be a shitty place, but it would be getting better. So on that note, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time on Hef TV.
Yeah,
Take care.
Thank you for it.